What's up, folks? Welcome to yet another episode of Tales from the Archive here on Handelabra Games. My name is Zach from Another Letdown Media and the adjacent Hex podcast. I'll be your host this evening. Tales from the Archive is the show where we use the we use the medium of Sentinels of the Multiverse, the digital game, to tell a story of some kind. Some will be tales from the actual Sentinel storylines, and others will be totally made up wow. I'm all over the place today. Will be totally original and or based on previous work. There we go. I do try to meet... I'm having a day here, folks. I do try to match each story up with an existing Sentinel Comics book title that's been mentioned previously by either Christopher or Adam or both, but by no means does that make these official canon or real or anything like that. You can kind of think of this as the Earth 603 Sentinels of the Multiverse. There will often be times where I deliberately make a play that doesn't make a whole lot of sense strategically because it contributes in some way to the narrative I've created. I will do my best to try and win games, but even heroes fall sometimes, and that just makes for fun and interesting stories. As with all the shows on the Handelabra Games channel, we believe in civil rights for absolutely everyone and in being as inclusive as possible, so any comments or activity actively working against that goal are not welcome and will not be tolerated. So, without any more delay, let's open Ye Olde Book of the Multiverse and get this party started. So, some of you may say that I'm a week early. Uh-oh. I'm fighting some really rough bandwidth today. I don't know what's going on. So if it dies, I'm gonna be upset. So I'm actually really fond of the story. Every time I'm fond of a story. It's so annoying. It seems to be coming through my phone okay. I don't know what's going on. This is really odd and uncomfortable and weird. Okay, things to be working. All right. So some of you may say that I am a week early on this story, and I would not disagree with you, but I kind of couldn't help myself. As most of you know, I am a teacher, and this time of year, that particular career has its fair share of difficulties. We've got one more week of classes before we go on a well-deserved break for a week or so, and the kiddos are getting a little bit stir-crazy. Every teacher has their own way of sort of combating or dealing with that, and mine is to take my little nerdlings on a quest to find the real Santa Claus. I'm fortunate, of course, that my schools allow me to do this because many schools shun the idea of even mentioning the holidays with any level of specificity at all, but I've gone out of my way to keep the lesson as neutral as possible and just a fun sort of seasonal activity, no matter what the children's backgrounds are. My fascination with Santa Claus started when I was about 11, or my current fascination with Santa Claus started when I was about 11, the year that my brother ruined Christmas for the entire family. And I'm not just talking my mom, dad, my brother, myself. I'm talking cousins, aunts, uncles, friends, literally everyone. And he's probably going to kill me for telling this story on air, but I'm okay with that. Anyway, I'll tell that story once the game gets going, and hopefully things settle down a little bit. Needless to say, the fallout from this event was not insignificant and wound up with my cousin saying, I'm not sure I can believe in Santa anymore. Now, I'm a few years older than my cousin and my brother, and I sort of understood the whole Santa concept a little bit better than they did at the time. And I responded, Sean, I don't know how, I don't care how long it takes me, but I'm going to prove to you, using science, that Santa Claus exists. Years went by, and when I was just a level 2 stream agent working inventory management here at the archive, I finally started making some headway in this challenge. You see, there was a story from Sentinel Comics that sort of put me on the right path, to the point where I was able to piece together that Santa Claus, the real deal, lives not at the North Pole, as the legends would have you believe, but indeed at the top of the world this time of year, which is actually Rovaniemi, Finland. My students love hearing this story, and I tell it every year to remind them that if someone says Santa Claus doesn't exist, they send them to me, I'll set them straight. And again, using science. Because science. So, since that's what I'll be covering in my classes this week, I say it's high time that I share that story and the Sentinel Comics comic books, possibly most near and dear to my heart, with you, my dear viewers. Oh, not again. Is it just lagging behind my video? I can't even check this because I don't have a proper audio jack in my phone. I'm sorry, Jan Aggro. Alright. Anyway, my hope is that this will sort of put us on a happy holidays sort of path, and we can approach the next couple of weeks with a renewed sense of joy. I am experiencing some problems, Jan Aggro. I don't know what's going on. It seems stable on my end. Seamus Butler's going to suggest you refresh. I would agree. It might help. Gosh, I'm real sorry. Anyway, the story opens up not with guys, as you might expect, but with Legacy and his family helping dress the city Christmas tree in Megalopolis Town Center. Legacy is flying around very precisely, attaching lights using his super strength to make sure the ornaments are attached very securely to the branches. Senator Parsons is leading some folks in Christmas carols while their daughter sits alone on a bench near the statue of her father, holding her knees to her face deep in thought. Now, this is around a time where young Legacy is like 11, 12, 13, something like that. Legacy notices her and hands the popcorn garland he's holding off to a construction foreman, a man from the Monorail Drivers Union. Yes, this is hapless Hal Halifax, but he's not super important to this story. And a young police officer named Yorick, who will be important to the Oblivion Crisis, but he's not important yet. Legacy lands on the bench near his daughter and puts his arm around her. What's wrong? You usually love the annual tree lighting ceremony. Like I said, young Legacy is only about 11 or 12 at this point, and her powers haven't really shown up yet. Dad, you always talk about Santa Claus and the spirit of giving and all that around this time of year, but some of the kids at school were making fun of me when I was talking to Mrs. Conlon about the North Pole. Legacy looks a bit startled. Don't tell me they tried to convince you that Santa isn't real. I won't stand for that. Felicia looks up a little quizzically as her father floats up into the air. Using his commanding presence, he announces to everyone assembled, "Your attention, please! In light of some news that has recently been brought to my attention..." Felicia covers her eyes and mumbles, "Dad." Legacy continues, "I'm postponing the tree lighting ceremony pending some business I need to attend to at the North Pole." This news is met with some grumbling from the assembled masses. Without any more warning, and with the utmost speed, Legacy launches himself skyward with great haste, and the next thing we see is Legacy flying over the North Atlantic talking on his comms. "Heroes, this is a matter of worldwide urgency. Anyone in the immediate area, rendezvous with me in Greenland. We have work to do." So, tonight's story, where's my mouse? There it is, brings us to Greenland, where the Temple of Julong has mysteriously appeared, along, strangely, with the Ennead. Meeting Legacy up in the North Pole, we have that's not the right window. We have Omnitron-X, Tempest, and the Naturalist. Let's battle. So the Ennead is actually playing a bit today. They are sort of the avatars of other various holidays. In very representative of various cultures. The art in this particular issue features some just like little subtle changes to the Ennead that just sort of make them a little bit more representative of things like the Easter Bunny or the Tooth Fairy or the Sentinel Comics equivalent of Schmack Schmellington. Things like that. So Legacy is starting out with Bolster Allies, Abrasive next Evolution, and Superhuman Durability. Omnitron has Ablative Coating, Disruptive Flechettes, Focused Plasma Cannon, and Reset. Tempest has Elemental Subwave Inducer, Genebound Shackles, Grievous Hailstorm, and Localized Hurricane. And the Naturalist has Crafty Assault, Environmental Allies, Resilient Hide, and the Predator's Eye. Yes, Gen Aggro. Yorick is a character that I'm working on for Sentinel Comics RPG. In my canon, he is the cop from Megalopolis that took the shot that brought down Oblivion. Nobody knows it. Everybody thinks it was one thing or another, some superhero. But really, it was this little beat cop with a pistol who was like, he took a shot and he succeeded. But now, with Freedom Plaza and everything, there are so many heroes in Megalopolis that he has to resort to crime to keep his job. The streets are just too safe with all the heroes running around, so the police department is basically superfluous. So that's Bartholomew Yorick's story in a nutshell, and more on him later. And of course, Hapless Hal Halifax was created by Chad here months ago. Here we go. We got Set, we got Nuit, we got Osiris, and we got Attune. We've got... Oh, okay. Fine. Tefnut as well. Everybody's already at max hit points, so why does Tefnut not have... Oh, that was interesting. Did anybody else notice that Tefnut did not have hit points there? We're going to go ahead and start with Bolster. Obviously, Tempest is going to do area damage to everything. Jimmy the Cannon's got my back. So here we go. We'll start with Bolster Allies. Flying Smash, very nice. Actually, I'm going to hold on to that. Oh, no, this isn't the game I need Flying Smashing. Alright, and obviously Galvanize is going to be our power. Got nothing better to do. So, the story of how my brother ruined Christmas is what I wanted to tell tonight. Yep, hashtag blame John. I'm going to hashtag blame Tim here. When I was 11, my brother was 8, and he didn't really understand the concept of a surprise. He was still stuck in that headspace of people get stuff on Christmas, and that's just kind of what happens. Oops. Okay. And I definitely don't want to not play that, so... he discovered that my mother had put our presents in this off-limits closet in the hallway, which was off-limits for reasons. I mean, there was just dangerous chemicals and stuff in there that Mom didn't want us playing with. The only time we were allowed to go in there was to get the vacuum cleaner. So my brother said, "Oh, if I make a huge mess, then I can clean it up with the vacuum cleaner." So he goes out into the garage, gets a shovel that he's very much not supposed to use, ever, hard stop. And he shovels a bunch of dirt from the garden, one more thing that he wasn't supposed to do. Yes, he's breaking 3 rules here. Onto the carpet, the brand new carpet in the hallway. And he goes, "Oops, guess I gotta clean it up now." So he goes into the hallway closet that he's not supposed to go into, and he grabs the vacuum cleaner. And I'm lying on the couch, I'm listening to music, I'm trying very hard to appreciate on some level the garbage music of the I guess it would have been the late 90s, maybe early 2000s, or maybe just barely 2000. No, it would have been late 90s. Which is things like NSYNC and Hanson and Spice Girls and garbage like that, where really what I wanted to be doing was listen to my Green Day CD. Is it one target? Yeah. Yeah, we'll go with this one. And I didn't really notice my brother taking forever to... Yeah, when in doubt, it happened in the 90s. Yeah, right? Very Sentinel Comics thing. I didn't notice my brother was taking a little bit longer than he should have to get the vacuum cleaner out. Oops, nope, that's not the right one. To get the vacuum cleaner out of the closet. And I have more Gazelle stuff than I do. I'm going to go Gazelle here. And then he should have to get the vacuum cleaner. What I didn't realize that he was doing is that he was looking at people's presents. Eventually, he comes running into the room like, Zach, guess what? Guess what? Guess what? This person and this person and this person are getting for Christmas. And he told it me so fast that I didn't have a chance to react to him. And he was like, and he literally told me everything. And he told everyone everything before I could even react. This was right around Thanksgiving. Must have been around Thanksgiving because everybody was there, or Cookie Day or something like that. And to my surprise, my mom did not punish him. And I found out why on Christmas Day when everybody was just like, oh, thanks, when they got their presents from my family. Now, the thing you have to know about my mom's side of the family is we are very, very crazy close. And so Christmas is a special time for us. We do that, you know, we do special things there. Obviously Cookie Day being one of them. And we got home and I'm like, Mom, I don't feel good. And she goes, I know you don't. And she turns to my brother and says, Tim, did we learn something today? And Tim goes, yeah, I shouldn't tell people what they're getting for Christmas. It's kind of rude, isn't it? And Mom goes, yes, it is. And my cousin Sean, shortly thereafter, it was Easter time, said, I don't know that I believe in Santa anymore. And I said, no, I refuse to buy that. I'm not buying that. That's not a thing. Santa's real. I don't care how long it takes me to prove it. I'm going to do it. And in college, I saw a movie. This is a really long story. I apologize. But in college, I saw this movie. I was really into the MTV Johnny Knoxville series. That's name I won't mention on air. And I discovered Bam Margera's Where the Blank is Santa. And I was like, this is really kind of cool. Because he went up to Finland and found Santa Claus. And I was like, I wonder if there's something to this. So I went online and I noted, and there's some scientific research showing me that the tilt of the Earth, the 20-something degrees, I mentioned it later in the show, actually causes the one of the places that will be at the top of the world this time of year to be Rovaniemi, Finland. And lo and behold, there indeed is a Santa Claus workshop there. And I was really excited about that. And to this day, like, I understand that different people believe different things in terms of Santa Claus, but I'm sort of a Yes Virginia kind of person. And my one of my goals for the next couple of years is to go to Finland and go to Santa Claus workshop and take a bunch of pictures, because that's where I take my that's what I'm saying, Jan Agro. Rovaniemi is in Lapland, so yeah, one of my goals is to get to Finland and meet Santa and get some pictures so I can bring them back to my students and be like, this, you know, regardless of what you believe, this is a thing that exists, and it's the spirit of the season. It's the this feeling of goodwill that really makes Santa what he is. So that's why we do that in school, and that's why this story exists. That's why I wrote this story, and it did cause my cousin Sean to say, "Yeah, all right, I believe, I'm in," and it just. Nope, that's all right. That's all right. I never really bother with this. I could, but it's not that big deal. Okay, that's annoying. Yep. We're gonna get these gone. That's fine. A couple of damage here and there, not a big deal. And we're back around. Okay, so we're actually doing pretty well against the Ennead here. Or at least reasonably. We're keeping pace, I guess is more accurate. Danger sense is fine. I think I'd rather just flying smash, though. Osiris is a huge pain. So is Tefnut, though. The Boiled for Safety mug is back today. I was using my GTG branded water bottle the last couple of weeks because I've been a little dehydrated lately. And I ran out of Perky. So how's everybody doing? Everybody ready for holiday season here? Is that a thing? People good there? I know I'm not. I mean, ablative coating is fine. I'm going to use Omnitron's base power to just get some other stuff here. Actually, what I should have done is reset first, but whatever. Oh, we're definitely putting that in play. Innervation Ray, nice. Cytosine's going to get mad at me if I don't play. Is it EDP? Yeah, I've still got so much shopping to do. My wife and I, actually this was a suggestion we got from Adam. We're doing something you want, something you need, something to wear, and something to read this year. And it's made deciding gifts significantly easier, but actually getting them is still an issue. I mean, time and money are both things, you know? I don't have anything right now. Jimmy the Cannon says 0. Oh, that was a problem that I was fighting this morning. No joke. Like, definitely a thing. When I was watching Adam's stream and writing this story, there was definitely some kitten problems. I mean, with Primal Charge, Crocodile's just strictly better. Environmental Allies is great. And I can bring the Gazelle back if I need to. I'm going to run that out and just go get the Crocodile. There it is. Just because I got 3 cards now that key off Crocodile. Yeah, Bunker Buster was lying on my... But my cats are not generally allowed in my office, because this is like my hypoallergenic zone. But I was feeling... Buster... Well, I've been away so much lately that... I decided to break my rule and let Buster in. Just drawing some cards for Omnitron here. Yeah, there's the EDP, or EDU. Another Innervation Ray, alright, sweet. Looks like Omnitron's on full bore support this evening. So we got to the end of Urban Infestation yesterday with my RPG group. Game is sweet. Now, played it once and run it twice. It's a lot of fun. Highly recommended if you get the chance. Be careful. There's a couple of things that are easy to misread, and I definitely did. I made things a lot harder on my group, but they got through it. They got down to the last scene tracker box in both main scenes, and then they had pretty short montage actually. I'm not going to give anything away, of course, but we'll run out motivational charge just in case we need it. But we're still going to galvanize. Okay. Yeah. What is it? 1 target. Sweet. Alright. Alright, let's hope we can get the keep the electro deployment unit around. Oh, wait a minute. Shoot. I wanted to reset first. Self-sabotage. Okay, now we'll do the electro deployment unit. Okay, so there's a couple of schools of thought that I've seen on running the Darkwatch NPCs. What I did, and this is really... This is going to be another lengthy story, and I apologize, but I have my or one of my players made these laminated cards that say ready or you know, I've taken my turn, and I had them take expo markers and write something clever on their card. For example, like Rockstar wrote for ready to rock, and on the backside for used in the green room. Although that was at PAX Unplugged, my players did something a little bit different. So when I brought the Darkwatch in, I had them do the same thing. I gave them a ready card. Jared made a bunch. And they had to write something clever, like the person playing Pinion wrote "Let's fly" and "All flapped out" or something like that. Just a little clever thing. And so while I was still in charge of what they were doing, my players picked the order and which, if they have more than one action, they could pick one of the actions on the cards, and then I would just resolve that. So it worked pretty well. My players really appreciated that. Just an extra thing for them to do. Yeah, it was cool. It was really cool. But what it says in the module is the Darkwatch sort of passes to themselves. So I said if the Darkwatch is active, they pass to themselves. But if you pass to Pinion, she will choose anyone in the scene. So I let Kara, our Rockstar player, play or choose who goes next. I'd like to have another power out first. Primal Charge is so good. I'm gonna go ahead and do Predator's Eye. We're gonna increase damage to Tefnut, and we're gonna not draw cards. We're gonna deal a bunch of damage to Tefnut. About 6. Seems decent. And we'll go Deadly Crocodile once again. And chomp down real hard. Once the Naturalist gets going, man, it's... Ooh, Cornered Beast. Woo! That's spicy. That's real spicy. 3 turns running now, we've pulled Mysterious Ceremonies. Oh, you know what? Oh, I've got... Oh, this is beautiful. I can do Bestial Shift and go just absolutely bananas. Here we go. So we're going to do 5 to something. It'll be 6 if you go to Tefnut, but I'm going to go to Set instead. And then use the power to eat... actually, I mean, Tempest is just gonna kill Tefnut, but I feel like we'll just kill her here. But yeah, so there are 2 things in the Urban Infestation module that I'm really fond of, and that's the flashback mechanic and the notable hero NPCs. I just think that's really cool. Those are both really neat mechanics. So, I don't see myself playing this particularly soon. Or that. Or that. That's actually better in my bin anyway. Okay, cool. Okay. That's fine. Okay, there's Shu. So Shu, we've got to be careful with. Oh, hey, look, there we go again. No health on the newbie. Here, that's all right. So we're not gonna be able to defeat Shu with Legacy and Naturalist stuff. Tempest is gonna kind of have to be in control. Tempest and Omnitron are gonna be kind of in control of that. It's melee and projectile, so we just got to be aware. That is gonna prolong the game, and that's fine. That's true. I'm gonna do Fortitude here. Oh, that's right. That Croc does toxic damage. You're absolutely right, Seamus Butler. I completely forgot about that. So Galvanize it is. Hey, Inspiring Presence. Ha, Inspiring Presents. Because it's Halloween or Christmas. That's okay. Sorry, that's bad. Yeah, let's play cards. Let's play Innovation Race. Everybody gain some health, please. Oops. Everybody gain some health. That's 3, but Naturalist is fine. Let's see. So Ablative. I kind of want Temporal Shielding out instead of Ablative Coating, because before I do Defensive Blast. Because that's just better. And we'll keep experimenting on himself. Put that in play. Oh, that's spicy. That's real spicy. Alright, Chain Lightning time. Going nuts. Yeah. So good. Okay, this is projectile damage, so it won't hit Shu, but that's fine. We're not super worried about that. But yeah, some toxic damage would be good. Cornered Beast. Right now we're all on melee, so I think we're just taking out extra stuff here. Yep, that'll wipe out Set. And then we're going to wipe out or knock down a Tomb a little bit. Still got Shu to worry about, but he's running on about 50%, so that's good. Okay. Hey, the assassin goes after a Tomb. We will take that. Thank you, Assassin. Rites of Revival, whatever. Man. Messing with Omnitron and the Mysterious Ceremonies is so anti-flavorful. No. We're mitigating the ceremonies with science. No, that's fine. We don't need to revive anybody just yet. Okay. Elemental Storm is definitely a thing that happens. And that's a lot of elements. Okay, sweet. Hey, the Legacy Ring. Very cool. Very, very cool. That allows us to do a little bit more stuff. This is a thing. What is even going on? Okay. Nope. Can't hit Shu, so we're gonna hit the Assassin instead. Go on the Naturalist stack. Can we turn the page now? Good gracious. I don't see us doing self-sabotage. I don't see us doing Subwave Inducer. I don't see us doing Crafty Assault. Return. Really? Okay, now Isis is here. Ennead is not making this easy, folks. But that's alright. That's alright. So we got Inspiring Presence. We've also got the Legacy Ring. In the interest of keeping everybody alive, I'm going to run out the Legacy Ring. I'm going to Galvanize. I'm going to do a Motivational Charge. And I'm going to hit Isis. Oh yeah, no, I'm fine with it, King Banhammer. I am totally fine with a longer game. I was actually kind of hoping we'd see all the avatars of various holidays coming out today. Still got 2 left, but that's alright. This is fire damage, so it's definitely going at Shu. We will play cards. It's going to be... Hold on. It's going to be reset. As both someone who has Oblivion and a programmer, there are things I've noticed that are, while not a problem in the base game with the coding, are going to be breaking problems. Honestly, Sean Skyblade, I am not one of the programmers. I'm just an independent contractor, as it were. So I don't have any kind of an answer for you, and I apologize. The people you want to ask are the ones who stream on Tuesday nights. This is projectile damage. Yeah, no problem. I have definitely been talking to John and Jeremy about Oblivion, but I don't have anything, any sort of information beyond that. So I want to try something here. Yeah, that's what I was hoping to do. Bunch of different types of damage. All kinds of good stuff. Here's a hailstorm. This is cold damage, so this will hit Shu. Just choose for me here at this point. And that puts Shu into crocodile range for the Naturalist. That's toxic damage, though. Yeah. Now we'll go ahead and Cornered Beast it down. Just Cornered Beast Shu out. No, it's fine. We got cards. We're not in any kind of trouble. I mean, I say that. Guys does break everything, as we saw on the Omnicannon special a few weeks ago. It was pretty cool, but oh dear. See if I could use a power, that'd be different, but I don't think I can. Could run out Inspiring Presence. Yeah, I think I'm just going to do that. Legacy is going to play Inspiring Presence. Because it's Christmas. No, we don't need to do that. Okay, now we're on Isis's turn, because that's where we're at. Yeah, Banhammer, like, I've said it a couple times now. The first, like, once we have Oblivion in hand, one of the first games I'm going to play with him is Guys Kills the Multiverse. So, oh dear. Hey, that worked. Ball lightning off the top. Booyah! That was a good game. We will take that. Mouse is not working. There we go. As the avatars of various holidays vanish into a cloud of mist, Naturalist shoves several ninjas into a corner as more retreat into the shadows. Legacy, I understand the world is full of threats, but there's no reason we shouldn't be able to take care of. Legacy, I understand that the world is full of threats, and there's no reason we shouldn't take care of them, but I'm confused. There's no way you could have known that the Ennead, that was the Ennead, right, would appear here. What's going on? Legacy lands on the stairs in the background with a grim look on his face. My daughter has finally reached that age where her faith in Santa Claus is being shaken. I need help to show her that her faith is not misplaced. Michael Conte laughs. Are you kidding, man? You know we've got better things to do than chase down an old man in a red suit. Tempest and Omnitron exchange a confused glance. Who is Santa Claus? Legacy starts to descend the stairs. Santa Claus is an ancient spirit of generosity. Parents of Earth children use his message to inspire philanthropy and positive feelings in their children this time of year. Legend has it that he lives at the North Pole. That's where we're heading. Naturalist arches an eyebrow. Legacy, Santa's a myth. Besides, the North Pole is inside an active volcano. We were just there. The only workshop is the Citadel of the Sun, and Citizen Dawn abandoned that facility when we attacked it a few years back. Man, you were there too! Legacy wheels on him. Has it ever occurred to you that Insula Primalus is all wrong? It shouldn't be there. According to all the historical records at Megalopolis University Library, when the explorers of old traveled that far north, it was all underwater. Omnitron's face has been blinking on and off with various red symbols and images this whole time. Scientific research on Santa Claus yielding minimal results. Conclusion, urban legend. Nothing more. Recommend mission abort. Naturalist furrows his eyebrows. I agree with the android, Legacy. This seems ridiculous. Legacy holds his chin between thumb and forefinger. I'm not ready to accept defeat just yet. Feel free to go on your own, but I'm determined to figure out what's going on here, even if I'm not home for Christmas. Naturalist places a hand on Omnitron's shoulder, and the two teleport away from the temple. Tempest, however, comes up behind the distraught team leader. On Bognald Prime, we had holidays and myths too. After the destruction of my planet at the hands of Grand Warlord Vaz, much of that mythology was lost. I'm here to help, friend, whatever it takes. A voice fills Legacy's comm, black text on a green background. So are we. Haka and I are at Insula Primalus now, and you're right, something's not as it should be. We'll meet you there as soon as you can make it. Legacy smiles at Tempest, and the two take off, landing at the Arctic Circle on the slopes of a tropical volcano. So Game 2 tonight brings us, of course, to Insula Primalus. There it is. With Legacy and Tempest, as before, but we also have Haka and his good friend, the Argent Adept. And as you all know, I'm not good at playing games with the Argent Adept. But guess what villain has leered his ugly, cultist-ridden head on Insula Primalus? It's Gloomweaver and the Cult of Gloom. They're kicking around, they're doing bad things, they're doing rude things on Insula Primalus in the abandoned Citadel of the Sun. So let's game on here. Holiday zombies. It's the Hanukkah zombie! Okay, so Legacy has, in Game 2, Inspiring Presence, Next Evolution, Takedown, and Thok. Haka has Dominion, Haka of Shielding, Punish the Weak, and Rampage. Tempest has Ball, Lightning, Electrical Storm, an Elemental Subwave Inducer, and Reclaim from the Deep. And the Argent Adept has Inventive Preparation, Rhapsody of Vigor, Scherzo of Frost and Flame, and Teleman's Lyra. Here we go, Gloomy. We got Zombombies. Especially on Insula Primalus, King Banhammer, I agree with you. Profane Zealot. Of course he is. It's gonna be Legacy. Let's alternate here between Haka and Legacy. Seems fine. Now the Zealot is causing problems, of course, because that's what he does. That is a lot of zombie. But we're gonna go after him first, but we're gonna inspire first because it's a good opening play. We are gonna try and aggro Gloomweaver. Incidentally, did everybody see the subscriber and chat emotes that Adam made on his stream today? They look pretty rad. So Dominion is so good, and drawing cards with Haka is great. However, clearing the way seems real good. He's reducing by what? 1. So the Rampage will get through. We're going to go for this. I know everybody's going to take like a bunch here, but that's, you know, collateral damage. We're fine with it. Okay, so he's, yeah, these are just going to take a billion. Based on Gloomweaver's opening play, it's just like taking this collateral damage is really not the worst. It's 4 to everything, but we're pretty good. We're in pretty good shape at the moment. Galvanize plus Inspiring Presence is going to make this a pretty quick fight. So Ball Lightning is a good one to wait on. I'm going to go ahead and Electrical Storm here instead. We'll go ahead and, I mean, it's only 3 points of damage, but it's still not nothing. Seems good. All right, Argent Adept. Let's get him set up. Right now he's activating Perform Texts, which is going to be either revealing top card and replace it or discard it. Up to 5 targets for gain health. 4 damage, which is not nothing. Form of a Harmony and Accompany of a Rhythm. I'd rather just get some cards into play here and start going nuts. 6 damage, rather. Yep. I got it just as I saw your message, Jimmy. Thank you. Some more stuff. Okay. Sorry, my phone was blowing up. Okay, Pterodactyl Thief. Nothing for it to steal at the moment, but we're still going to hammer on it because we're going to have Dominion up this turn. Okay, Sable Pin. I'm going to go ahead and put this on Tempest. He has a little more recoverability than the others sometimes. Thok is great because you get the card draw off of it. There's a couple ways we can do this. But I think just going ham at Gloomweaver is probably the best option right now. There's Surge of Strength, which is great. Flying Smash is great pickup. We'll do Surge of Strength first, of course, but hit Dominion. And then we're going to start aggroing down the Pterodactyl Thief. Just so Haka can draw some cards. It's also going to trigger off of Tempest's ability. Ground Pound is a good pickup, too. Yeah. Here we go. So this right here is what I was talking about. Pterodactyl Thief go bye-bye. Dominion draws a card. Elbow Smash is a great pickup. Cleansing Downpour is a good card to have around. I would not be disappointed playing that. Ball Lightning, again, I'm just not ready for it yet. I mean, 6 damage is not... actually, I can just Ball Lightning out the Sable Pin, which should be good. Yeah, let's do that. Just get that gone. I'm not going to destroy anything here. I need those around. So here we go. Squall is good. Chain Lightning, awesome, awesome. Especially if Gloomy plays something ugly, which he might. So Arcane Cadence is definitely the play. Or is it this one? Yeah, Arcane Cadence is definitely the play here. Perform a Harmony and Accompany of a Rhythm. So I don't have any of that in play right now. So we're definitely going to go Cadence. Put in hand. Vernal Sonata is great. Actually, Instrumental Conjuration's a good one to have around. I'm going to do that. Put something on top of the deck. I'm going to go ahead and do it Inspiring. I know Vernal Sonata is really good, but it's just where I'm at right now. I'd rather do a bunch of damage while I have the chance to do so. Yeah. Opening turn, I had him kill Fugue State Parson, then kill Parson his second turn. Then he did nothing until we got out Cursor, who... Then he party wiped us 3 times. GG. Yeah, that sounds pretty standard, like Oblivion. Full disclosure, I've only played Oblivion once. And it was before the game actually came out, so... I didn't see where that went. So sorry, I'm just going to check real quick. Okay, it's on Haka. Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely. We're going to Surge of Strength here. And we're getting a bunch of damage off, which is awesome. Nope, not going to discard cards. Haka can take it. Crimson Pen triggers at the end of the turn. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and just try and kill it, if I can. Why not, right? 6 damage off this. And then enough off the power to kill it. More than enough. Alright, Haka's turn was a little disappointed, a little unimpressive, I guess, but I am going to have Argent Adept destroy the Obsidian Field because it does allow Haka to draw a card. Chain Lightning, boy. So good if there's more than just one thing around. I'm going to hold on to that. I'll play out Cleansing Downpour instead. But we're still going to hit him for 3-4, something like that. Nope. So again, Lyra is Perform of Harmony and Accompany of Rhythm. But I have Instrumental Conjuration, so if I can find Perform of a Melody and Accompany of a Harmony, if possible. What is it? Hold on. Perform of 2 different melodies. Perform a melody and accompany of a harmony. Is that? Yep, that's what I'm looking for. Is Idasar's Horn. That's what I thought I was looking for. He blows the horn. He deals a bunch of damage. And then he draws and discards, because that is great. Discard the Lyra and the Bell, because we don't need them at the moment. Polyphoric. Scherzo again. Instrumental Conjuration again. And Vernal Sonata. Some great pickups there. Also enabling us to discard some cards. Let's go get rid of that, and we've already got this in place, so. And that's going to allow Haka to draw a card. Haka of Restoration. Okay, fine. We're probably just going to use that to power up Haka of Battle, but that's fine. I think I may be able to just take out Gloomweaver pretty soon here. Here's the Velociraptor, the V-Pack. Yep, it's fine. Indigo. Wow, he's just going nuts with the voodoo pins here. Unpleasant. Oh, I thought I took care of all this. Okay. So it's, I mean, Flying Smash is now live. Bolster Allies is also a consideration, but I think it's time to just, he wants to show off his pin collection. What, did he go to PAX recently or something? Yep, that's what I was looking to do. We'll hit this. Which, once again, I forgot to look at what it was sticking to, because that's me. All the hard rocks. So I don't think it's quite time for Haka of Battle just yet. I'm going to run out Taeha. Oh, that's multiple targets though, isn't it? It's still more damage than the base power, so I'm just going to go with it. Do Taeha here. Oh, actually, yeah, this is perfect. And I can get the pin, and I can still get Gloomweaver as well. Savage Mana. A little too late on that one, but that's alright. Okay. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna do Localized Hurricane. Nope. Oh, I'm so glad they added that confirm button. That's fine. I always forget that Localized Hurricane increases his damage. I never play it. But now I did. Because that made sense. Vernal Sonata is so good. Inspiring Supertonic. Yeah, I mean, I picked that up for a reason. Might as well throw it out there. Actually, yeah, this is perfect. I can continue to leverage a bunch of damage. I think we're actually into Haka battle mode here. Oh, shoot. Well, I used the wrong one. The one that I didn't intend to do, but that's fine. That's fine. Read the cards, but that's alright. V-Pack. Lots of V-Packs today. And they're going to go right after Gloomweaver. Because believe it or not, we are actually in good shape. Hey, there's a Cursed Acolyte. He's kicking around. He's going to deal a bunch of damage. I really like the idea of, you know, eliminating literally everything. There's really not a whole lot to do here. I'm going to bolster allies. There's Motivational Charge and another Rampage. I'm not going to use that. We're just going to use that to power up Savage Mana. Or Haka Battle. We're going to Galvanize. No, we're definitely into Haka battle mode here. Go ahead and do this. I am also interested in seeing how something works, so if this doesn't work, I'm very okay with it. Just do everything here. We can definitely kill him this turn. I have no doubt of that. So I'm going to try a couple things here. I think this is going to go off, like when I hit the Acolyte, it's not going to let me hit Gloomweaver. I could hit the V-Pack and draw a card. That's fine. Actually, no, this works actually better, plot-wise. Aquaman and wow! Seamus Butler, you were busy at the theater today. Cinema. I have yet to see any of those. Mostly because I'm broke. But that's alright. It is what it is. The last remaining members of the Cult of Gloom flee into the jungle as Haka and Argent Adept join the other two heroes. Anthony unfolds a scroll with some drawings in brown pencil scribbled on it. It turns out this has been something the scientists have been working on for many years. Leonardo da Vinci himself came up with this theory of the Earth's rotation that predates the first tellings of the legend of Santa Claus by almost 2 centuries. But it might lend us to some explanation on where Santa comes from, really, and why people think it's here at the North Pole. Haka nods. I've been wandering the Earth for many years, and I think I've put something together. Scientists estimate about a 23.4 degree tilt to the Earth on its axis as it orbits the Sun. This time of year, that puts a tiny town just above the Arctic Circle at the top of the world. At least part of the day. To the untrained mind, that could be misconstrued as the North Pole. Argent Adept continues. Until the eruption of the volcano here on the island, this whole area was completely underwater. It kept erupting and erupting for years undetected as the area is so remote. Eventually, Citizen Dawn took over control of the island until the citizens of the Sun evacuated. Oh, and until the citizens of the Sun evacuated, we weren't even able to do any research here. Legacy looks hopeful. So what you're saying is that this tiny town could contain the workshop we're looking for. Great! Where is it? Haka pulls out a map of Scandinavia. Rovaniemi, Finland. Not really even that far from here. Legacy takes off, leaving the other heroes behind, staring at each other for a second, before they follow him as quickly as they are able. They arrive at a frozen tundra with next to nothing in sight. Legacy is looking around frantically. I don't understand. I thought you said there'd be a town here. There's absolutely nothing. A tear comes to Haka's eye. I am sorry, friend. It appears as though my estimation was incorrect. Legacy slams a fist into the ground angrily. No! I refuse to give up! Where the heck is Santa? A demonic voice answers his rhetorical question. I might be able to provide a clue to your missing legend. So I think it's obvious who Game 3 brings us to today. It is none other than the Demon Apostate. Our hero team is exactly the same as last time. We've got Legacy, Haka, Tempest, and the Argent Adept. The environment this time is the Final Wasteland. It is a frozen version of the Final Wasteland, not a dusty version, with all kinds of I'm going to call them apostate conjurations, and lies and things like that. All the stuff in the environment is directly pertinent to Apostate. So yeah, here we go. Let me just double check a couple things real quick. All right. Alright, everybody ready? Here we go. I like this team. It's a pretty cool team. We have Legacy with Flying Smash, Lead from the Front, Motivational Charge, and Takedown. Haka has Abrasive Dominion, Taeha, and Tomoko. And we're definitely going to play out those Dominions real fast as we can. Tempest has Electrical Storm, Gene-Bound Shackles, and Abrasive Lightning Slash. The Argent Adept has Alacritus Subdominant, Sadistic Dissonant, Counterpoint Bulwark, and Scherzo Flash, Frost, and Flame. Apostate has Condemnation, as we expect from him at this point. Apocalypse. Okay, not the worst. We just have to sort of think a little bit. So one-shots here. Haka's going to do a whole lot of nothing, you know, whatever. It's fine. We're gonna go ahead and Flying Smash and just try and get things going here. Stop dealing damage at that point. And we'll just let Apocalypse trigger and get it in the bin as quickly as possible. Keep this as innocuous an opening villain turn as we can. Once again, like I said, Haka's just not going to play anything, but he is going to smash, because that's what he does. Yep, same with Tempest. Just go for a Lightning Smash, or Slash, or whatever they're calling it these days. And we'll damage both things off of that, which is nice. Argent Adept. So Argent Adept unfortunately requires some setup, and he doesn't have any one-shots in his hand. I don't really want any of those to get blown up, so we're just going to double draw for him. Which is actually a pretty good double draw, if my estimation is correct. And Apocalypse takes literal nothing with it, so that's pretty good. Yeah, you sure did, King Banhammer. It was a fast one. The Gauntlet. Oh, good gracious. We're going to have to take that thing right out. And we're going to start with Bolster Allies. Yeah, Gloomweaver didn't do a whole lot, I'll be honest. He didn't play any of his relics or anything like that. He just kind of did. Did a whole lot of nothing. We just punched him. And we drew another Bolster Allies, which is awesome. Surge Strength, also great. We're going to start out with Dominion. And we'll just start aggroing things down. We've got Condemnation out of here, which is really great. Gauntlet's going to have to go next going to have to go pretty soon. We're going to run out the Electrical Storm. Let that happen. Everything is going to hit like that, which is awesome. Ball Lightning. Oh, that's good. Being that we don't have any other instruments at the moment, I'm just going to go ahead and do Scherzo for the extra, just galvanized stuff. Puts us at 4, I believe, right now, which is enough to take out the Gauntlet. So I feel like getting his relics out of the way as quickly as we can. There's Instrumental Conjuration, which is great. We're going to, I think, pretty much do the same setup we did last game. It worked pretty well. Horrid Skunk Ape. It's just going to deal damage to everything, which is fine. I'm not super worried about that at the moment, although that Rat Beast is going to have to go pretty quickly. Apostate, what are you playing? Another Apocalypse. Great. Well, so much for our setup. I wanna read the text as carefully as I can. Okay, so if I destroy this ahead of time, it's actually fine. So, do we have a way to do that, I guess is the question. Yes, we do. So that's fine. I'm just going to continue getting set up here. Run out Surge of Strength. So when we get some of the Legacy's direct damage stuff, which is not here, but we'll get it soon, I'm sure. Run out the other Dominion and punch something real hard. Unfortunately, it's only 3, but it'll die on Tempest's turn. We'll draw a couple of cards, which will be really rad. of Restoration. And another Rampage. I mean, this is really just leading us into the biggest Haka battle ever. Are there any villains that I hate fighting? Yes. Le Capitan. Hate fighting Le Capitan. I love her as a character, but it's too much going on. Basically, any of the villains of the multiverse or Vengeance stuff, I can't wrap my head around it. There's just too much going on. And Progeny would be the other. But if the story calls for it, you know, I am down to fight pretty much anything. Problem with Progeny, though, is the story there is so specific that it's very difficult for me to write anything with Progeny. Full disclosure, obviously, all the stories that I'm telling tonight, I write myself. Even though I play them off as things that other people wrote. It's not actually true. In any way. So we're not ready to do that just yet. But we are going to do Scherzo. This team is so good. Just aggressive. Ooh. Double Scherzo. It's kind of nice too. So Ancient Library does have a place in here. Obviously Santa Claus has to do some research from time to time, so... That's annoying. I have to deal with him. I don't have to, but we will anyway. Bolster Allies is the next play here. I mean... Oh, see, I love playing against Wager Master. Just... Because that's... like, I've just resigned myself to the fact that there's too much going on. And I just accept that. Whereas I feel like I should be able to wrap my head around all the stuff that's going on in a villain's game. I don't know. Sure. Live on the Edge. Haka battle. And Mir. And previous Chupacabra. Let's kill it. Let's run out Taeha and kill it. Hit that. It's a 2, so that'll do for that. Yeah, I'm just going to keep hitting things. And killing them. See, I like fighting Iron Legacy from time to time. It's, I don't know, just silly. Double Dominion. So good. No. Haka's the one we want drawing cards off Ancient Library. Please and thank you. I'm going to run out Genebound. Just get as much shenaniganery going as we can. So Sadistic Dissonant was really good. Alacritus Subdominant. This is what of a... It's a company text of a Harmony card. Yeah. Oh, this is great. We will use the Horn to do both of these things. And then we'll do this again. Because why not? Yep. Exactly, King Banhammer. I remember being... Oh, Khan's Bunker. This is just another part of Santa Claus Village. Corrupted Effigy. Fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. There's Runes of Malediction. Nope. I guess I'm going to run Fortitude here. I could do Motivational Charge, actually. It's not the worst. Oh, if I get the Legacy Ring, I've got something to do with it. Yep. I'm considering like letting Haka draw his whole deck. Except, you know, what we've played. Elbow Smash. Yeah. Unfortunately. Reduced by 2 is so good. Keep smashing. Definitely hit the Snowman. We'll definitely hit this too. Might be time for a Ball Lightning. There we go. Another Haka battle. Fine. Kill Angel before runes. Yeah, you're right. Yep, you are absolutely right. Flash Flood's so good. Might just do that to let Haka draw a bunch of cards. You are correct. Seamus Butler. Unfortunately, this isn't going to do anything. Except to Apostate. There's Chain Lightning. No. There is only one runes, right? Yeah. Oh, what do I want to do here? Just looking at Harmony cards to start with, because that's the thing I've got. I guess I got Arcane Cadence. Alright, well, we're going to put this one into play. Run this in. Top of the deck, sure. Bottom of the deck, we'll put the other one. I don't see using the harp right now. We'll play out the other thing. Into hand. This one. Sure. Favorite villain to fight and why? Oh man. Akash Buddha, because it's just long and straightforward. I don't know if that's necessarily true. That's just the first one that came in my head. I like fighting Apostate a lot. I love fighting Ambuscade. This one's situationally useful. I don't really care about that. Let's keep this on top of the deck. Put this on the bottom. In the trash. Play the other Arcane Cadence. Let's go 4 deep here. I guess we might as well get another of those. Sure. I don't know. I mean, we're doing fine on health here. Yeah, this is what I was doing. Put that up there. And now we have Tree Lady. Citizen Dawn's a lot of fun. I fought against her on the show last week. Yeah, she's quite great. No, I can't hit either of those. So, gotta go after him then. Iron Legacy is a lot of fun also. Yep. That way, we draw some cards. We like drawing cards. New Jersey Devil. Fortunately, it's only going to hit for 1 each, but that's one more than we didn't have already. What are you studying, Sean Skyblade? I guess we put this out as fodder anyway. I do remember taking finals very well. That was a long time ago. I'm sure that eventually that is a thing I will have to do again. Architectural engineering, very cool. I have a friend whose dad was an architect. His dad used to let us help him with some projects, which was pretty cool. What else do we have here? Kicking around. Might be time for a rampage. Is it time for a rampage? I think it's time for a rampage. Yeah, we can just choose for me at this point. So much stuff. Oh, it's great. Feels good. The double dominion is real. And then, yeah, we're going to take 3 each. It's fine. Have hair, don't care. 1 extra point of damage, so we'll just go for it. That's more than enough. We're going to go for some overkill here. It's almost 17-minute game. Unless he plays something weird, which he might. So I guess it's time to draw a few more cards. Okay. Sick. Yep, take that. I love how I'm drawing all these cards and I may not even get to Haka's next turn. Yep, totally won't. Because we will Scherzo for 4. And then Electrous Subdominant for 4 more. And kill him. Oh well. Snow begins to fall as Legacy takes to the sky, silhouetted against a brilliant star. He accelerates downward to where Apostate is struggling with Tempest, Haka, and the Argent Adept. As he dives, his voiceover reads, "My dear Felicia, the science of the journey of Santa Claus may seem implausible, and the legend states that his workshop is at the North Pole, which we clearly proved false this day. If my journey today has taught me anything, it's that belief in the giving spirit and faith in anything, even if that's as simple as good friends, is what keeps Santa Claus and the spirit of the season alive. It doesn't matter how, or even if you believe. The point is that we need to believe in good. There is good in this world, I promise. I love you, daughter. That is what I believe in, and I always will." His flying smash lands a punishing blow on Apostate, and the demonic creature fades in a puff of black fire. The barren wasteland flickers, and a light appears in the distance as the town of Rovaniemi appears complete with Santa Claus Village. A large man with a long white beard, flanked on either side by a small group of people in pointed hats clad in red, white, and green, approaches to shake hands with the assembled heroes. The book concludes with a montage scene of Santa taking off flying alongside Legacy. Returning to Megalopolis. The book concludes with a montage scene of Santa taking off flying alongside Legacy returning to Megalopolis and concluding the tree lighting ceremony with his friends and family, and Santa Claus's sleigh can be seen over the moon in the final panel, with a caption that says "Happy Holidays" from all of us at Sentinel Comics, and a small picture of Wagermaster wearing a Santa Claus hat and beard winking in the corner. So that's the story of Legacy and the Legend of Santa Claus. Kind of a neat little Yes, Virginia kind of thing, and I think a great message. bad stuff happens quite a lot in comics, and it's nice to remember it once in a while that good things happen too, and good things can happen, if you believe in it strongly enough. So, backup story time! We did some science in this issue, doing science. Who's got a Tachyon story for me? I need a Tachyon story suggestion. I'm going to go ahead and just say super scientific Tachyon. So what are we thinking, chat? Tachyon stuff. Doing science. Oh yeah, you're very welcome. Oh, you want Unity? Yeah, I can say Unity in there for sure. That's a sciencey thing. Yeah, I'm more than. I mean, it means a lot that you guys appreciate the stories. That behind the scenes, it takes me quite a lot of time to put these together. Haka? Okay, yeah. I'm down with running Haka again. Haka's so much fun. It's one of my favorites. I haven't played as Unity in quite a while. Mr. Chomps back here appreciates it whenever I throw Unity into play. So that means he gets to come to battle. Why is this suddenly so dark? It's kind of cool though. I mean, I could just throw Santa Guys in for good measure, but I got a Santa Guys thing next week. I'm gonna have to do his voice, and I don't really want to do that right now. The Sentinels might make sense. Oh, you know who I bet is a terrible gift giver? Stuntman. Sorry. Villain. Science. Thinking about science, thinking about stuff. Deadline does some sciencey stuff. Deadline's a fun fight. If not exactly a fair fight. Stuntman gives the best of his movies on DVD. Signed, of course. Because he does all his own stunts, he also does all his own signatures. Stuntman re-gifts used guns that he borrows from Expatriate. So he gives all the best gifts, all the best presents. No, I'm not doing Spite. Oh, God, no. Could do Omnitron. No, it's alright. Omnitron's good science. I'm gonna do Omnitron. Where's Omnitron hanging out? I haven't done Dr. Wrath in a while. Madam Minimizers. Do a sort of a Nightmare Before Christmas thing. I'm not doing Omniception. Seamus Butler. If I'm gonna do Omniception, it's gonna be all three Omnitrons. I'm leaning toward Madam Minimizers as sort of a Nightmare Before Christmas thing. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do it. We're good to go. No, actually, the first time that the Omnitron environment was available, Doug, my podcast partner, and I did Omniception, and it was a lot of fun. We did it in the tabletop, and we actually won pretty quickly, but Couldn't tell you who else we have on the team. But here we go. Tachyon, Super Scientific Tachyon has Fleet of Foot, HUD Goggles, and Lightspeed Barrage, and Supersonic Response. Haka has Haka Battle, Haka Restoration, Rampage, and Savage Mana. That'll be really nice. Unity has Brainstorm, Modular Workbench, Powered Shockwave, and Robot Reclamation. And Stuntman has Limbuscade, Plunkagoo, and Embrace of the Usual Situation. The Usual Solution. Yeah, so Savage Mana is going to be real good here, if we can keep it around. Obviously, there are some things that will cause that to be problematic. Oh, that's brutal. Oh, I did not want to see that. Alright, well, here we go. We're going to start with HUD Goggles. Go right into Fleet of Foot. That's not going to help. Do this. We just got to start aggroing that thing as quickly as we possibly can. As per usual, she's going to experiment on herself. We'll do this first. 1, 2, and 3. That was not the best draws ever, but we'll take it. And then we'll play that as well. Yeah, this was definitely an Omnitron start. But Savage Mana is up. We will definitely try our best to get that in the bin, under the pants as quickly as we can. Under the pants. Workbench. Yeah, let's do that. We'll use that power, and we'll just get Cryobot going here. There's another Workbench. It's good discard fodder for the workbench that already exists. Stuntman, what stunt is he doing today? What is your plan today? I'd rather do the usual solution when there's an environment card to discard. I'm going to do Violent Escalation. Just try and mark some extra damage on this. Since there are only 3 targets, he's going to hit them all. Yep, that's fine. I don't know how an Electrical Pulse Explosive dealt him melee damage, but that's fine. And we'll shoot it as well. It's only dealing 6 damage. Ugh. That's awful. That's awful. At the end of the environment, you discard the top card of each deck. Whenever a target is discarded this way, each... Ugh. That's just brutal. It's going to hit a lot. But Cryobot reacts, so that's nice. And we get down to 5. Oh, he hits everything. Actually, this is not the worst here. Can Cryobot potentially take this thing out? It almost did. Nicely done, team. Oh, look at that! Boom shakalaka! Nicely done, Tachyon. I know I was going to try and put that under the pants, but I think this is fine. So Hypersonic is a consideration. I'm going to hold off on that. Hold on. Oh, Lightning Reflexes. I can just do everything. Everything. 1 target, 1 melee damage. Don't really care. Draw a card. Technically it means you don't have to attack it. You didn't have to attack it at all, come to think of it. Yeah, actually, that's very true, Jimmy the Cannon. Oh well. Live and learn, right? Oh yeah. I'm just doing this. I was going to try and do pants stuff, but whatever. Hopefully Haka can take out 2 things. That'd be good. Oh man, that stinks. It's alright. Could be worse. Could be a lot worse. Oh, whatever my wife is cooking for dinner smells so good. Yeah, here's Rampage. Let's do it. Because that's 2 things under Savage Mana. 2 things that Omnitron can't play. once again, Cryobot proving its use. That's the other card I was looking for. Very good, very good. Powered Shockwave is not great. Brainstorm is much better. Another Powered Shockwave. Okay, fine. Supply Crate. Okay, that's actually really good. Okay. Cryobot's hurting a little bit. I don't have any mechanical golems in play, unfortunately, so, bummer. Alright, there's Stealth Bot. Sweet. Oh, that's actually perfect for Cryobot. We like that. Usual Solution, actually much better here. Yeah, let's do it. Blow that up. And we'll hit Cryobot for that extra point of damage. Not that it actually is doing anything, other than what we could have done already, but it's fine. I can probably be a little more responsible with Cryobot, but it's fine. Mr. Chomps is like, what are you doing? Okay, Interpolation Beam. Fine. Don't worry about it. And an Automation Drone. More stuff for the pants! Strike. I can draw a card off that, right? Yep. Cool. Sweet. Let's go ahead and hit that just in case. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. I don't care about 1 damage. It's fine. Hopefully he's going to take some damage here. Awesome. Awesome. It's fine. Yep. Yeah, sure. That's actually wonderful. There's a burst. Come on, 1 more. That's not a burst. And that's a card I want to keep. So I guess we're just going to discard Sucker Punch and Pushing the Limits. Yeah. I mean, still drawing cards. Don't care. Drew the other Pushing the Limits. That's sweet. Okay. We're going to run this out. We're going to blow up. Yeah, for sure. Thanks for stopping by. Obviously, I'll be here next week. And don't forget to tune in on Thursday night for Zach Sucks at Games on my channel. Another letdown. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, Sean Skyblade. Appreciate it. Shameless self-promotion. Yeah, we want to draw a card. That'd be good. Construct Pylon. Very cool. I'm kind of just ignoring the Interpolation Beam. Another Construct Pylon, it's fine. Yep, so that'll get reduced to 0. So we could Usual Solution again and get rid of the Interpolation Beam. 4, 7, yeah. That's so good. Now we're going to use Usual Solution. We'll destroy this because the Interpolation Beam will go away on its own. That's fine. Incroyable. We're reaching that point in the stream where, like, the caffeine that I've been consuming throughout is kind of just, like, wearing off. And I'm babbling inanely, because that's what I do. My eyes are starting to gloss over, too. Okay, that's not the worst. Yep. It's all going to get reduced. Oh, the Interpolation Beam's back. Okay, well, fine. I've got, how many bursts am I bin right now? 13? Yeah, that's pretty good. How about we hit him for just 1 billion this turn? Yep. How about 26? Seems pretty strong to me. Why didn't push him the one? Oh. That's fine. That's fine. I guess Tomoko. It's fine. It's good. It's nice. Yep. Level that it right at Omnitron's face. Just get him right up in that eye hole thing. Thingy-mo jigger. That's with a J. For the purposes of the argument. There's nothing to play here, so unfortunately. Gosh, draw a Mr. Chomps or a mobile defense platform or something, because jeepers, Unity is doing nothing here. Plonk is good. Yeah, sure. Let's just coup back some. Pistole. Unstable midway. Sure. Jean-Marc's music in this really does remind me of Nightmare Before Christmas a lot. It's kind of cute. I like it. Oh god, another EPE. Alright, let's see how fast we can get that under... no. Take that damage. I want to see how fast I can put that under the... It's fine. No. That's what happened last turn. So it's 14 cards. I don't think there's any increase on it. So I'm going to try and hit the EPE with it, and then let Haka put that in the pants. It's a very odd thing to put under Savage Mana, but there you are. I'm going to go with this. And we'll see if I can put a couple things under the Savage Mana. Sweet. Yeah, this is great. Get rid of Unstable Midway. Oh, I don't have Dominion in play right now, unfortunately. Otherwise, that would have been a better play, but it's fine. And then I can play a card, so yeah, that's sweet. Hit Omnitron directly. Oh, it's gonna... drat. Alright, fine. Bummer. I was really hoping to put the EP under the pants, but... Could be worse, could be worse. Yeah, I'm gonna run out Mirror. Just because it's strictly better than the base power. We're gonna hit that, put it in the pants. Man, there's just nothing. Okay, Inspired Repair is definitely needs to happen. Definitely needs to happen. Oh, sweet. Oh, look at that. Bring these. Ah, oh, there's our platform bot, boy. And we'll do this too. Seems great. It's one heck of a play for Unity. And then we just heal those completely, which is super rad. What do I have for equipments out right now? Mirror. I think that might be it. Yeah, that's fine. Haka can find other cards. Because Platform Bot is here, and there's Mr. Chomps. There's our boy. Yeah, that's fine. I don't care. Freak Show's gone. That's kind of a neat card, actually. Pistole. Oh, actually, that's pretty cool. Oh, that's really cool, actually. I'm gonna do that. I'm still gonna use space power. So I'm realizing some applications for Pistolet. Another Pistolet. Well, fine then. Unstable Midway's back. Oh dear. I'm having network troubles again. Well, we got through the whole story with very little problem. Alright, another assault drone, and then the adaptive plating subroutine. Yeah, that's fine. Let her take one. Alright. That's fine. No. I need to let Tachyon take that damage. Because I'm going to play Hypersonic Assault. And then Sonic Vortex. Unfortunately, oh. No, I'm not. Well, that's disappointing. Fine. Boo. This is melee damage. Actually. Hit you for 18. How's that sound? You still can't. You doubly can't deal damage. You jerk. HUD goggles and blinding speed. Probably time for me to bin pushing the limits based on the fact that I have another one. I don't think we're quite on Haka battle point. This actually we might be. I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Sure. Cool. So I can now Savage Mana. Yeah, that's better. And deal 16 points of damage, putting him to 10. I should be able to finish him off between Unity and Apostate. Or Stuntman. Mr. Chompson platform bot, maybe people just take care of them. Not quite. 2 points. It's fine. Stuntman can do that pretty easily. Oh, excuse me. Or not. Or I can just let him scat. Do it that way. Alright, he's at 1. Now, this is the environment's going to play a turn, and we're going to embuscade and punch him. Oh, wait a minute. The environment's just going to kill him. Thank you, Madam Minimiter. Apparently she didn't want a giant robot hanging around. Let's go! 4 for 4 on the night, folks. 4 for 4. Well, thank you very much for tuning in to Tales from the Archive tonight. I know I'm a little bit early killing this, but I'm starving, and I would like to go to bed at a reasonable hour. So, yeah, I hope everybody enjoyed tonight's broadcast of Tales from the Archive here on Handelabra Games. If you liked what you saw, please like, comment, subscribe, and share our channel on social media and in person. You can follow Handelabra on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, as well as Handelabra Games here on Twitch. If you want to see more content from me, including the Adjacent Hex podcast and the occasional sketch comedy video, facebook.com/Another Letdown is the place to be for that. If you have story submissions for me to tackle or just want to say hi, hit me up on Twitter. My name is @DENONCZD. And I also do live streams of other video games on my team's Twitch channel every Thursday night at twitch.tv/Another Letdown. I'm doing a show right now called Zach Sucks at Games. That's Thursday nights at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. And I'm working my way through Mega Man Zero for Game Boy Advance. That's this one right here. And eventually I'll be moving on to some other stuff. I have this little gem that I'm really excited about. It's Pokemon Green version. It's all in Japanese, and I don't speak any Japanese at all, so that'll be fun. I'm also looking to bring back Zach and Alex Gear Up very soon, as soon as I can coordinate with Alex and make that happen, as well as some other ideas that I've been tossing around. For now, Sentinels of the Multiverse is currently available for iOS, Android, and PC, Mac, and Linux via Steam, and as always, in good old-fashioned cardboard and ink. It is the only cooperative cooperative superhero game that you should be playing, and you can get the game and more information at sentinelsdigital.com. Thank you, everybody, so much for tuning in. Sean Skyblade, Jimmy the Cannon, Seamus Butler, King Banhammer, and everyone else. Have a wonderful week, and I will talk to you